Hey, visual arts class here at Laker Nation. Woo! We are doing design class and we are doing a Keith Haring Zentangled. And specifically, this is going to be out how to finish. What I'm going to do is we're going to talk about a couple things that you're going to need. I have some sheets up here on my table that are crescent artboard. They're already been cut. So these are the sheets that you want to use on for making part of what we're doing. And then there's a white one on my front desk, and this will be what we're going to actually do the painting on. It's a Blick art mat or what's called artboard, illustration board. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting this to make a viewfinder that we're going to use to go over our finished. So when we have our finished Zentangle, like this one right here, we're going to cut out from that mat board, we're going to cut out a 3x5 inch on a 5x7 sheet, and it's going to create a viewfinder that we're going to use on, whoops, and I got this upside down. We're going to use on our Zentangled Keith Haring. So on my Zentangled Keith Haring, and specifically I want to do it on the side that's more positive or negative based, so the background material. But if you can find something that's interesting over here, what I want you to do is you're going to take this and you're going to go around and look for something that you find interesting. Think about how it looks, turn it around, move it around, and see what you can find. If there's something in there that really jumps out and grabs your attention, or makes you, just, ooh, yeah, right? So I kind of like that right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw along the inside of this. I could also, if I wanted to, I could just leave this right here and I could tape that down. So, all right, so we are back. So I have that pencil line drawn around that. I could take some tape and I could tape that in place. The only hard part, I think, is that that's going to fall off. In here on my desk also, I'll have this, and the inside you're going to find plastic sheet. What I need you to do is just set it like this, and then you can take a scissors, or you could take and use that to cut that. I think I'm going to use a scissors. That'll work easier. And all I'm going to do is I can now tape this onto here. And I'm going to do that by going like this. And I'm going to tape it right here. And then I'm going to make one more tape. Now, I'm going to create a grid on this. So before I go any further, I'm going to move this. I'm going to make a 1-inch grid so that I know where I'm drawing. So as we're looking at this, I just took one of these. I measured across 5 inches, and then I measured, it's pretty close to 7 inches that way. So I just have to make one cut, and then I've got a rectangle that I can use for that. And there's plenty of theirs there. Now, as you can see, I've made a grid on this, and that grid is going to go over my sheet of paper right where I put it here, and I have my pencil marks. Now, I can easily erase my pencil marks, but now I have a grid to help me draw that out. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to create a border on this. So just to show you what that's going to be like, I'm going to create a 1-inch border. Now, when you do that, remember you want to do that lightly on here because this is, it stains really easy. All right, then once you get that drawn out and cut, I now have, as you can see, the measurements are different. They are 3 7/8 this way, each one, and then it's 4 5/8. It's not going to be an equal square, and also that's a 1/2 inch up there. So now what I'm going to do then is I'm going to start, I will set my drawing like this, and I will copy what I see in each square. So in this square, it's going to get that kind of shape that matches that one. So then we'll be able to enlarge it. Once we get it all drawn out, then we'll be able to paint it up.